Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is October 24th, 2024, and we're diving into the latest earnings report from S&P Global. Joining us is John, our Senior Analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to discuss S&P Global's impressive third quarter results.
Let's get started. S&P Global has just released their third quarter earnings report. Can you give us a brief overview of the company and the highlights from this report?
Absolutely. S&P Global is a leading provider of credit ratings, benchmarks, analytics, and workflow solutions in the global capital, commodity, and automotive markets. For the third quarter of 2024, they reported a revenue of $3.575 billion, marking a 16% increase year over year. Their GAAP net income rose by 31% to $971 million, and GAAP diluted EPS increased by 33% to $3.11.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. S&P Global reported a net revenue of $3.575 billion for the third quarter, which is a 16% increase compared to last year. John, can you shed some light on this?
Absolutely. The revenue growth was primarily driven by strong performances in their ratings and indices segments, which saw increases of 36% and 18% year over year, respectively. This growth in revenue translated into a significant increase in profitability, with GAAP net income rising by 31% to $971 million.
That's impressive. And how did this impact their earnings per share?
Their GAAP diluted EPS increased by 33% to $3.11, while the adjusted diluted EPS rose by 21% to $3.89. This reflects not only the revenue growth, but also effective cost management and operational efficiencies.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. John, let's talk about operational efficiencies. S&P Global's operating margin increased significantly. What were the key drivers?
The GAAP operating margin increased by 530 basis points to 40.1%, and the adjusted operating margin rose by 180 basis points to 48.8%. This was largely due to the strong performance in their ratings and indices divisions, which contributed to higher profitability.
And looking ahead, what can investors expect from S&P Global?
The company has raised its full-year guidance, now expecting revenue growth between 11.5% and 12.5%. They also plan to execute additional accelerated share repurchases totaling $1.3 billion, which is a positive signal for shareholders.
Strategic initiatives and leadership changes. Let's shift focus to strategic initiatives and leadership changes. S&P Global has announced some significant moves. Can you elaborate on these?
Yes, Erica Booff has been appointed as the new EVP and Chief Financial Officer, effective February 2025. Additionally, a new executive leadership team will be in place starting November 1st, 2024. These changes are part of S&P Global's strategy to strengthen its leadership and drive future growth.
And what about their divestitures?
The company has completed the divestiture of Fincentric and is planning to divest PrimeOne in the coming weeks. These moves are aligned with their focus on core operations and innovation investments to generate long-term value.
Risks and challenges. John, every company faces risks and challenges. What are the key concerns for S&P Global?
One of the challenges is the impact of currency fluctuations, which negatively affected their adjusted EPS by 2/2. Additionally, the evolving regulatory environment and market volatility pose ongoing risks. Competitive pressure is also a factor, as they need to continuously innovate to maintain their market position.
How is S&P Global addressing these challenges?
The company is focusing on innovation and strategic investments to mitigate these risks. Their strong financial performance and raised guidance indicate confidence in their ability to navigate these challenges effectively.
Key takeaways. As we wrap up, John, can you summarize S&P Global's performance and investment prospects?
Certainly, S&P Global has delivered strong financial results with a 16% increase in revenue and a 31% rise in net income. Their EPS growth of 33% and the planned $1.3 billion share repurchase are positive indicators for investors. The company's strategic initiatives and leadership changes position them well for future growth.
And thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on S&P Global's performance in the comments below.